I love to see this. Ricky Starks, who, although according to Dave Meltzer, he was getting paid well by Tony Khan, not as much as Miro, who was also released, who apparently was in the millions, but Starks apparently was making minimum 300,000 ish, according to reports, but not being used. Well, he debuted the day after his AEW release in NXT tonight, with WWE again showing that they will get AEW talent more over than they've been in AEW through their whole runs in one night. One thing I will notice, though, I did notice, and I did watch this debut. They tried to do a thing where he came out through the crowd and did a little promo. No issues with it. The only thing I noticed is how wrestling fans have changed. They're now middle-aged men for the most part. I mean, look at this shot. When I was a kid, it was all kids. Then there was periods when it was hot where there was lots of hot girls. I mean, no offense, but look at the girls to the right of Ricky Starks in this. It's not the Von Erichs days anymore. This is the days of middle-aged men, most of them overweight wrestling fans. So it's different. It's a different game these days. Apparently, I did listen to Wrestling Observer Radio today. Dave Meltzer says Tony Khan has a policy of not using guys but still paying them if they are going to leave AEW. However, they have still not released Ray Phoenix. There is no good answer why they've not released Ray Phoenix, because they're paying him a lot of money to do nothing, and they've removed all of his merchandise. Apparently, CJ Perry, Miro's ex-husband, who used to be known as Lana, who did that famous angle where Miro was basically a cuck, and she was while she was still married to him legitimately, she's making out with Bobby Lashley on top of him. And then WWE fired them right after doing that. Which was like, you have to think there was that must have been some way of getting back at them. You'd have to think, maybe, because why would you do that to a married couple, have them do this angle where the wife is cheating on the husband, literally right over top of them, and then release the couple. But anyway, supposedly, I saw the tweet. She commented on Miro's release from AEW saying, quote, "A very happy Miro day. I hope for his sake, as much as he complained being in AEW, making supposedly a 7-figure plus contract. I mean, as much as he's complaining about that, I cannot see WWE paying him over $1 million. I can really not see that. TNA, I don't know if anyone gets paid in the 6 figures in TNA, honestly. So I hope Miro, whatever happens with him, I mean, I'm sure they're going to use him in some capacity in WWE. I just can't see them saying, "Okay, let's throw you right in there with Roman Reigns and CM Punk," when you've basically been off TV for several years now because he's just been collecting a paycheck at home. So it should be interesting. James Storm, who I wrestled a couple years ago, and actually the last match that Kevin Sullivan ever managed anyone, he managed me against James Storm. He attended Raw Monday in Nashville.